Is your life out of focus, or do you see things with great clarity? You're naturally attracted to what you focus on. Focus determines direction. Hey, welcome to Mornings with Bishop Robert. Thanks for joining me. My goal is to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and help them get to know him and his word personally and better. So if our time together today speaks to your heart, let me invite you to like, subscribe, and also share it with a friend. Well, in the midst of my moving mess, grab a cup, lift it up, and let's get focused. If you're driving on a roadway and your attention gets distracted, something off on one side or the other, the natural tendency is for your car to drift in that direction. And if you don't catch it in time, you'll end up in a ditch on the side of the road. The key, of course, is to keep your eyes on the road, but not only on the road just ahead of you, just in front of your vehicle, but also on the road far enough ahead to identify your direction of travel. If you ignore what's immediately ahead of you, well, then your car is probably going to collide with something. But if you never look ahead and determine your direction of travel, you're going to get lost. See, moving, that's not the goal of driving a car. I've never gotten into my car and started just deliberately driving in circles because I wanted to be moving. Most likely neither have you. No, we get into cars or onto buses, trains, or planes because we want to get from one particular location to another particular location. Where we're going is a critical part of the journey. Well, today's verse tells us to cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Anxiety. Just the word can bring a tinge of tension. The things all around us and the situations we face can cause anxiety if we don't determine to keep our focus in the most productive place. God brings his peace into our world of anxiety when we invite him to do so. I love the reality the Psalms express. I was reading Psalm 56 earlier this morning as part of my prayer time. David was having a tough day. His adversaries were walking all over him. They were causing trouble, picking fights with him every single day. They would twist his word and then spread rumors and lie in wait, looking for the opportunity to just tear him down. But what I loved about David's prayer in that psalm was that he was honest about his personal struggle. He said, "Though I am sometimes afraid, yet I will put my trust in you." Walking with God doesn't mean you'll never be afraid. Well, I sure wish it did. Walking with God and gaining victory is a constant process of focus and faith. We gain the victory when we refuse to be distracted by the enemy's attacks and choose to focus on God and his direction for our lives. When the fears and anxieties of life present themselves, and they will, we need to give them over to God. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Giving God the things that cause us anxiety is easy. The problem is also that it's easy to take them back. Sometimes I feel like I'm giving God my cares with a yo-yo. Up to him, back down to me. Up to him, back down to me. Up and down, like a yo-yo. I keep wanting to take control, to nudge the wheel a little bit this way and that. I get afraid when I feel like I'm not in control. So I grab control back from him. I need to learn David's lesson. Perhaps you do too. Though sometimes I'm afraid, yet I will trust you. You and I really can cast all our anxiety on Jesus. And we can do it for one simple reason. He cares. He truly does. I'm really glad that verse doesn't end with the words, he cares. that'd be a little too vague. I'd be tempted to argue, well, man, of course he cares for that other person. He cares for that person. You know, they're holy. They read their Bible more than anybody. They pray. Their Christian life looks perfect. But the verse is clear. He cares for you. You are worth his care, his time and his attention, his effort. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. So what are we supposed to focus on if we give our anxiety to him? We can't just cast our anxiety and then think of nothing. Our brains don't work that way. Well, as I said, the answer is as simple as it is elegant. Fair warning. I said simple, not easy. You're naturally attracted to what you focus on. Focus determines direction, remember? So focus on Jesus Christ and the things he has called you to. Focus on him. And as you do, you'll find yourself in the safest, most productive place you can possibly be, in the center of his will for your life. The place of power is the point where you and the cross of Jesus connect. The call of the disciple is to be who Christ calls you to be, where he calls you to serve, doing what he's gifted and equipped you to do. Don't let the issue of life distract you from his call and his purpose. You're naturally attracted to what you focus on. Focus determines direction. So focus on Jesus Christ and cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. We're out of time again. Please help me introduce people to the Jesus they never knew. Do me a favor and like this video because it helps more people see it. Click follow or subscribe and that notification bell. That way we get together every day. Hey, and one more thing. Do share this video with a friend, would you? Because as you do, you're part of the team, touching hearts all over the world with the love of Jesus. Thanks for helping.